Hi, all astronomers. I am here to introduce you a little bit to the Canvas environment and to help you perhaps get set up with your Mastering Astronomy. A couple of things. You should pay attention in the Canvas area to modules primarily, because that's where things are grouped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and you're going to see a little bit of things in terms of how a professor might see it in the way things are set up. But don't let that throw you off. The way we're going to work through this is we're going to just take a little brief tour. So hopefully this will work for you. Let me see if I can share the screen. Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so there we are. This, it says, is student view. So when you log in, you should come up to your home page. It should show you some recent announcements, and it should show you the modules that are here. We have 8 modules, so one for each week. If you click on a module, hopefully it'll take us somewhere. You'll have different things to do. So we'll have a syllabus quiz, we'll have a discussion board here. You'll have your Mastering Astronomy assignments that are listed here. And then we have your Module 1 quiz, which is over 1 and 2. So what you'll do is you'll sort of stair-step through these. You click on one and it takes you somewhere, and you can read through and then go down here to the bottom of your page and click next, and that takes you to the next thing in the module, and you can just stair-step through those. You can also click on modules and you can see all the different elements there. So you can click on each one individually, or you can stair-step through. Either one works. But there's one module per week, so pay attention to those. The syllabus, you click on the syllabus here, it has my picture. There I am, Kurt with the hat. And you have my contact information. This is the general campus number. If you call them, it will put you through, it takes you to an automated system. You can punch in my name or just press 0 and get the operator, and then they'll send you through to my voicemail, because we're not on campus this summer. So here's the thing, when you send me, when you call me on telephone, what they will do is they will send me a voicemail through the email system. So you might as well cut out the middle man, middle woman, middle technology, and email me directly. I am on Zoom on these specified times, 4 times a week, so there are 4 hours that I'm definitely on. I can also be on at other times if you need me to be. So let me know and we'll do that. There are 2 people who are sort of running the show above me. One is running Ivy Tech online kinds of stuff, and then there's Steve Arnold, who runs the department on our campus. If you need help with the technology, the technical support desk is here, online learning support is here. If you have problems registering your Mastering Astronomy, I'm going to freely confess, I am not an IT guy, and I don't work for Pearson. So there's only a little bit that I know about how to make it work. Contact these people. These are going to be the better people to help you in general. You need to get the Mastering Astronomy stuff, and it will come with an access code. You can, in fact, get a temporary code that will last either a week or 2 weeks. I don't remember which, while you're waiting for yours to arrive. You cannot make it through the entire course with only the temporary code. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. So that's a college-wide decision, and unfortunately, that's the way we have to live with it. So there's really no skirting around getting the book and being able to get through the assignments for the course. There are all sorts of other different kinds of things down here, including sort of the makeup policy, which I've talked a little bit about in another video, but I'll repeat. Don't let things go too long. If it's due on the 15th, I'm not going to worry about it if you get it in the week after that. So say by the 22nd, a week after, that's fine. But after that, it becomes a problem. And definitely, I'm not going to take things if they're like 7 weeks of empty assignments, and then in week 8, all of a sudden, boom, there they are. Because at some point, I will start going through and putting zeros in the columns where there's nothing there. And those zeros will stand. So make sure that you're making progress. Don't have to do everything all the time, right on time, all of that sort of stuff. But things will become a problem if they go on way too long. Simply because it never works. It never works. Here's the thing. Here's my philosophy, my basic philosophy on I can do it all in one day, or I can do it all in 1 week. If that is the case, go ahead and do it right now. Get it over with. Just go ahead and do it right now. There's no reason why that getting it all done in a day or two can't be done today rather than 59 days from now. So go ahead and impress the hell out of me and do it all in the next 2 days. You know what? I actually took a course once that was a graduate level, this is how you teach course. And they opened it on Friday. It was supposed to start on Monday. And by Sunday night, I was done with the entire course. Everyone was impressed. And then after that, they changed the course so that it didn't all open the weekend before and you couldn't do what I did. So yeah, impress me by getting it done early. That would be the great thing to do. Don't get dropped from class unless you need to drop the class. Be courteous, be kind, be wonderful, be great, and all of these things. And I will Zoom a lot. I will make videos, and you'll probably be way videoed out by the end of all of this. Assignments, there will be the Mastering Astronomy assignments. I'm going to show you a little bit about how to sign up here in a moment. There will be labs. I think there are 5 labs worth 40 points each. Yes, that's what it says right here. 5 labs worth 40 points each. I can't actually read. I'm dyslexic, so sometimes I have to memorize the stuff. So each of those has different kinds of requirements. One thing to note, in my rubrics, when they tell me how to grade these things, there are some of the labs where it's expected that you're going to grab your phone and you're going to take pictures of what you're doing. And the rubrics say, if there aren't any pictures, there are no points. So make sure if it says take pictures of what you're doing, take pictures of what you're doing. They don't have to be like world famous photographer kinds of pictures either. There will be quizzes from the modules. There will be discussion boards from the modules. And there will be 2 exams, midterm and final. Again, I don't know about the proctoring. I will let you know about that as soon as I hear. It doesn't have to be at an Ivy Tech testing site. It can be at any number of other kinds of places too. If you're in the military, for example, they often have testing sites there. Public libraries, if they're open. Again, a lot of places that we might utilize aren't open for these things. But we'll do these as best we can. This sort of shows the point distribution. We go out of 1,000 points. 900 to 1,000 points is an A. 800 to 899 is a B, 700 to 799 is a C, and so on. And then you have your course summary down here with all of the due dates. So you'll notice I set the due dates for Monday for everything up until the last week. That's because our course officially ends on a Sunday, so I can't set that any later than that. But things should stay open for you to do even after the deadline. But again, at a certain point, they will close. So within 3 or 4 weeks of things being due, things will begin to close and you won't be able to put anything new into them. So do watch for that. That's the syllabus there, and this is Canvas. You can go into quizzes directly by clicking this, and it'll show you the different module quizzes. Notice the modules each have 1, except for module 1, which has an extra syllabus quiz, and modules 4 and 8, which also have the exams. They count as quizzes. Don't ask me why. I didn't design this. So you know, sometimes things in life make sense, sometimes they don't. We just have to adjust and move on. So as one of my favorite philosophers says, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Yes, Dory Finding Nemo, that you know, you got the reference. Discussions, our discussion boards, you can click right here and see. And one of the things that I do is I look over here and you can see how many people have replied and how many things have not yet been read. So I have 27 things to read tonight and tomorrow. Okay, that'll keep me busy. that's there. Then we have this thing called Cyber Cafe, and Cyber Cafe is sort of like sort of off the side kind of questions and other things that might not fit in the regular discussion boards. And the help forum, if someone asks a question that is a good question that I think everyone might benefit from the answer to, your question, usually without your name attached to it, will end up in here with an answer. So that's what that happens. Because sometimes people ask a question and it's like, you know, I'll bet everyone has that same question. So I will generally put that there. You can do Zooming with me here, although it's probably easier if you take the links that I put in the announcements and go to the Zooms. This is my personal Zoom number. It's assigned to me and nobody else but me. So each time I'm on Zoom, I will be in this area here. So I will post up an announcement with this link. In fact, this whole announcement that you're seeing is the same announcement I will post every time I'm about to Zoom. And I will put that up each day I Zoom. I will put the day that I'm Zooming. I will put the time that I am Zooming. And I will put this link so that you will be able to just come to announcements and find that link there. Now here's the thing about mastering astronomy and My Lab and Mastering. If you click on My Lab and Mastering over here, this is where you get started with doing things. But let me go first to our modules. See this Mastering Student Guide here. You click on that under modules, and it says, please access the Pearson My Labs and Mastering Guide here. So we'll click that, and it should take you to this page. And this is how you register. Now, pay attention. I am within Canvas. I have my Canvas class up. And it says, with my Canvas class up, go to My Lab and Mastering. So I would go to My Lab and Mastering. It then says here, open My Lab and Mastering, the orange button. So click My Lab and Mastering. And then it will give you an end user agreement. And this is where you promise 10 billion stem cells and other kinds of things to them so that you can use everything. Then you click I accept down at the bottom here. See, it says I accept. And once you do that, and I can't do that now because it will take me to my instructor setup, which is different from yours. So what you do after you accept, it says you need to access the Pearson content. If you've used Pearson before, it will bring up a box that says you may already have an account, so you can sign in with that. If you have not used Pearson before, select Create, and you'll get a similar box to this, which you'll have a username and a password. Please make your username something that is related to your name. So when I go into Pearson and look for your grades, if I need to do that for any reason, I know who I'm looking for. So you would be amazed at the number of people who come up with any kind of username and it's like, I have no idea who this person is, because it won't actually tell me what your name is. It won't tell me what your email address or anything. It will only give me your username and I won't know. So once you do this, you will sign in and you can then enter your access code. This is the thing you purchased from the bookstore. If you have not purchased one yet, you can purchase one directly from them at this point. Or if you've purchased one and you're waiting for it to arrive, you can go ahead and get temporary access. And I've been told that this is available for astronomy. So you can use the temporary access code, and then once you get your real code at a certain point, you can go in and add that. So once you've done that, you've either entered the access code, you buy it directly from them, or you get the temporary access code, you put that in, and then you go to My Courses, and then you're done. That's it. That's all you need. Some of you have written to me and asked, what's the course ID? One thing I want you to notice here, that was not one of the steps here. If you are getting a screen that's saying, enter your course ID, you did not follow these steps, you took a wrong turn somewhere. Usually the wrong turn is you opened up Pearson outside of Canvas. The thing about Pearson is if you open it within Canvas, you go to Canvas, you go to Canvas, My Mastering here, and then you open My Mastering, My Lab and Mastering within Canvas. And you follow those steps directly. It will know, it will sort of with spider sense, automatically know what class you're in and put you in it. Here's the danger of not having that, of putting in an independent course ID. If you put in an independent course ID, the grades won't come back to Canvas and you won't get credit for those assignments. 9 times out of 10. You might be the 10th lucky person who gets the grades, but 9 times out of 10, if you put in a course ID, it will think, oh, they're doing a course over here. That has nothing to do with the Canvas course over here. I have no idea why. Again, I'm not Pearson. I'm not an IT person. I don't know. All I know is on my instructor side, I have a screen like this. And one of the things that says over and over and over again, do not give the course ID to students. And when I asked them why, they said it's because it doesn't sync up the grades if you sign up for it outside of Canvas. So to those of you who have had something pop up that say you need the course ID, you need to sort of back out of what you've been doing and then follow these steps and make sure that you're following them from within Canvas. So that's my advice to you. If for whatever reason this is not working for you, this doesn't work for you, again, I'm not the IT guy and I'm not the Pearson guy. So I'm going to have to refer you back to the syllabus and back to this online learning support line that's here. So you will go there and hopefully they can step you through the registration if this didn't work for you. But notice there aren't that many steps. There aren't that many steps. Click on My Mastering from the left-hand side. Click on the orange button, accept all the end user agreements and stuff like that. Then either sign into your account or create one or the other. Enter your access code, go to My Courses. That's it. That should be it. Ta-da. Of course, those are often famous last words in terms of setting things up. But Mastering Astronomy is now working. That is the system we are using in our solar system class for many of your assignments, and your textbook is available on Pearson through that as well. So I think that's probably all I need to be showing you with regard to Canvas and Mastering Astronomy and the syllabus. So I'm going to send this email or this video out via email to you. It's also going to be in an announcement in class, and I'm also going to post it up in a discussion board. So you should see this same video several different times. So one of the things to note is I will often change the backdrop. Oh, I'm losing an arm here. I'll often change the backdrop for my videos. The one that I have up here right now is the big roof of the West Baden Hotel and that big dome that they have there. I literally was lying on my back taking a picture of the dome that's up there. So if you see this dome, this is the video that is talking about Canvas and mastering. I use different backgrounds for different videos. So if you see this come up, you can say, oh, I think I've seen that video already, and you can skip it, or you can watch it again. As one person has noticed, my videos are oh so professionally made, especially with my arm disappearing over here all the time. It's like, I have no idea why it does this. I do have a green screen behind me, but it's not even really a green screen. That I'm not using the green screen actually right now. There are all sorts of funky things you can do in terms of the Zoom backgrounds. And one of the things you can do matrix kinds of things, you can do other kinds of things. But yeah, if we just have the regular old green screen back here, despite the fact that I actually have a green screen, I don't have Zoom typically on green screen mode. So my arm should not be disappearing, but my arm and my fingers and other kinds of things do occasionally disappear. In part, it depends upon where the sun is, because the sun over there is coming through the windows. And sometimes we have some weird things happen too on our videos. So you never know quite what's going to happen when you're Zooming with me. Sometimes you're Zooming with me and with me. So there we go. But again, thanks and enjoy the rest of the class.